When I record podcasts, I like to stay hydrated. Who knew talking could be so hard? My favourite drink to have to hand is Lifeline's Hydro OG. It's a tried and tested product for me. It helped me and my team complete a 24-hour podcast, giving us the edge that we needed to get over the finish line. So whether you're at the gym, on a bike ride, or just trying to get over that night before, Lifeline's Hydro OG has got your back. Each serving is stocked with all the healthy ingredients and vitamins you could ask for. There are a great range of flavours, and with each serving at only 18 calories, you really can't go wrong. Here at the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast, we like to support local, independent companies and brands, and Lifelines is a product that I am proud to endorse. Go to lifelines.com. Now that's LYFELINEZ.com to find out more. Now, without further ado, here is today's episode. Hello guys, and welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. I'm Alex Whiteley, and I'm with Verity. You right, Verity?
Hey, how you doing?
You right? Let me turn your mic up. I always do that. Oh, there we go. You shall have a voice.
Oh, thank you.
And today we are sat with a good friend of ours, Kate Vuaghan.
Hello.
Who you may have seen at some... we've got you on camera and stuff before, haven't we? We've spoken to you at festivals and stuff.
If I haven't managed to dodge you.
Yeah. I'm usually at Shropshire festivals, events with a camera or a mic, and Kate's usually there. So we may... I think
on
we
the
have...
Gates. On
the gates. But yeah, Kate is here to talk to us about an event she's got planned. Events that lead into... a bigger event that leads into a charity that you're raising money for. But first of all, I want to say thank you to the town of Shrewsbury. I've been nominated for a Mayor Award.
Whoa. That sounds a bit fancy. What's a Mayor Award?
I won one a couple of years ago when Phil Gillen was Mayor. It was great for promoting the town, which is really, really nice. But I thought that was a one-off because Phil's lovely, and Phil was about with when I was doing a lot. And this isn't a dig at any previous mayors that have been since Phil Gillen, by the way. But I'm just saying, I thought it was just a one-off. I was like, I was very shocked by it. But yeah, our mayor, Elizabeth, she's nominated me for one, which is great.
Congratulations.
Very
It's all starting to I'm very happy about that. So thank you so much. And I dropped a thing on Facebook, and the comments people put in were very nice. So thank you very much. So less about me and more about today's guest. Kate, so you are running the London... this is crazy. You're running the London Marathon, something I could never do, right?
Doing the London Marathon, yes. We're going to try and run as far as we can, but yes, the aim's to complete, so...
And you, Verity, are also running the London Marathon.
I am, so I'm really excited about this because people, normally when I bang on about it, people are like, all right, that's enough now.
Time up.
But me and Kate have got to chat this out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So have you have you got a training schedule?
Kind of.
I'm the same. People ask me what I'm doing and I'm like, yeah, just doing a little run every now and again.
A bit hit and miss. We've done a couple of 10Ks, but
nice.
With our things as they happen, it doesn't always go according to plan. But like I say, it's just going for a completion rather than a time. So
yeah, definitely.
We've done it before, so we know what to expect.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it as amazing as everyone says it
The
is?
feeling as you go down Birdcage and up the mall is incredible.
Yeah.
I said when you see it on the telly in the morning with the elites and you go around on that bend and the amount of people that are there.
That's where we'll be, right? With the
There's
elites.
still that many people. Yeah. Watching them.
Catch me if you can.
Pace setting them.
There's that many people still there sort of 6 hours later, and it's an amazing feeling, and you're just...
It's one of the biggest marathons in the world, right?
It is
one of the most
biggest
televised things.
It is. It's one of the 5 majors, and it's the biggest marathon.
Yeah, I was looking into them the other day and I was thinking, can I tick them all off?
Yeah, I'd love to do the New York
I think I was
one.
being a bit too excited.
But yeah,
Berlin's in the top as well, isn't it?
Berlin, New York, Tokyo, London and
Boston?
Chicago.
I
Yes,
don't
something
know.
like that.
I'm
Another American
guessing.
one. But yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty impressive to do all that.
No, I'm really gutted because I'm on a health kick at the moment. I'm looking a little bit slimmer. I'm fitting into clothes I haven't worn in a long, long time, which is really good, right? I'm at the gym like 4-5 times a week last week. I'm really enjoying it, right? But
Good.
I really wanted to do the colour run. You know, it's 5K. It's not
that's amazing.
it's not
Really good fun.
And I went to run on the treadmill. And because so a few years ago, I broke my ankle playing football, and then the same ankle, I tore 2 ligaments on it in the summer. And I thought, got to get back to doing fitness. So I've been doing cross training, I've been doing cycling, but I went to try and run because I was like, yeah, I'll do the colour run, it's fine. And the pain was unbearable.
Do you just need to do like more warm-ups?
You need to come
and
to my aqua
stretching?
classes to strengthen it up.
Somebody said swimming. Swimming
No, my
would be good
aqua
for that.
class. My aqua class.
You do an aqua class?
I teach aqua class.
Oh, wow.
Where'd you do that?
At the quarry on a Wednesday evening.
Oh, wow.
What are the benefits of that? Is that just like dancing underwater with a foam
Basically,
tube?
yeah, it's kind of a... we used to have an aqua fit and an aqua zumba, and it's kind of a cross between the two now because we've only got the one class.
Aqua Zumba. That sounds amazing. That sounds so much fun.
So much
doesn't
fun.
it?
It's my little freedom for 45 minutes. But yeah, it's really good. And you don't realise how hard you're working.
Yeah.
Until people say to me the next morning, like, oh, that really fits. But you don't realise, and it takes the impact off your body. So you're working just as hard with your muscles, but you haven't got the impact. So
Yeah.
it's really good for sort of all ages, really. We've had people from 14 to, I think my oldest is 82. So yeah, it's just good fun.
That's
It's the
good
music
going.
blaring around the pool as well, and upsetting the swimmers. That's the best bit. But no, it is really good
I always
fun.
think with aqua aerobics and things like that when you're up on the side and you're like demonstrating, do this with your leg and this with your leg, I'm thinking, all right, I've got more resistance than you.
That's the resistance.
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
I got to say, when we were in Greece, in Kos, they had a guy that would do that every morning, and I would because it was mostly the ladies that would do it, but I'd go and I'd have so much fun, and I'd just be like, ah! And when they were doing the arm movements, I'd proper splash and go for it. It's really fun. It's genuinely
all about
really
the
fun.
Yeah. It's all about the fun, and so you don't realise what else you're doing. You're just having fun. So
Yeah, I remember that.
I think the last time I did it, I was in Greece.
Yeah,
It's just so easy when they're there. You're like, yeah.
it is for you in the water.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not on the side.
So how long have you been doing that for?
That was 8 years old last week.
Wow.
And the dry side Zumba is 2 years old this year. So
Wow.
How did you get into doing that?
well, it started about. I've been qualified as a Zumba for about 10 years now. Again, it was a bit of a health kick, bit of a let's have a go at this. I hated PE when I was at school. Absolutely did anything I could to get out of it.
Yeah.
And now I'm a fully qualified fitness instructor. I teach Zumba. I can teach Les Mills, and I do 10Ks around the country. You know how things change, but I kind of just sort of dropped into it a little bit, and then sort of started to enjoy it, and then it grew from there to do the level 2. We sort of did Zumba, then the level 2, which led on to the Les Mills, and then Aqua was kind of a sort of where I felt like there wasn't many instructors at the time, and there's still not huge amounts. And it was just something you felt kind of comfortable with, and you look pretty stupid on the side, but you know that it's doing good, and you know that it helps all
definitely.
ages and
Good for
abilities
you.
and things, so it kind of grew from there, really. And
I mean, I look stupid just walking down the street, so they're like, oh, here he is, look at him. I walked into moving traffic yesterday. It was so funny.
oh god, why?
I was outside House Coffee.
Are you going to elaborate on that? Or
Just walk into the traffic.
I was outside House Coffee, and Timmy goes to Colum, so I was like, oh, just walk across the road. And a couple of dads I knew were across the way, and I went to walk. The traffic lights to the left where House Coffee is in Colum were red, and as I walked across the road where the traffic mark, it turned green. So then the traffic started moving. I was like, what? I was having to dodge cars as I was crossing, and the dads were looking at me and they were like, what is wrong with you? I was like, it was safe to travel across the road when I started walking, and then it just changed in an instant. I was like,
you were focusing on the end goal, forgetting to...
and I didn't play a lot of Frogger when I was a kid, so dodging traffic.
It just took a lot longer than I thought.
Oh, well, I tell you what, there's nothing worse than when you're trying to get across the road and then you got to do that little jog.
to get from one half to the other.
And then you have to thank the driver for not running you
or
over.
the scoot, so you don't know whether
Yeah.
to walk quickly or run. Or
That was one of the things I used to hate when I did used to run, because I did used to run a lot when I lived in Telford. It was when you're running and you got to stop to let a car go and then cross the road. I mean, you're like, oh man, I got to go again, you know?
That's
Well,
the
do you know
worst
what?
part, isn't it?
With the London Training Marathon, I wasn't sure what you were meant to do in those situations, because I've done some runs around Shrewsbury and I've seen people running and stop at traffic lights but keep running. And I was like, is that what I meant to do? And then I told my friend that I did that and she went, oh, you're one of them, are you? And I was like, oh, right, is that not what you meant to do? I don't know.
Got to keep up the heart rate.
So I was like, oh, well, now I just stop. I don't know.
It's probably easier than trying to restart again, isn't it? If you keep going, it's probably easier than trying to go from stop to...
I'd seen both. I thought, I'll give it a whirl. I'll see what happens.
Yeah. Running for me again. I mean, I know I had my problems with the treadmill. By the way, I'm still doing cardio. I love it. I was chatting to someone at the gym the other day. I was like, there's something about me, because we were talking about when I used to be fit. When I did used to do it, I love just torturing myself, like absolutely just tearing my body to pieces for half an hour before I go and do anything else.
Yeah.
So I do work hard at the cardio, but running is the most boring thing in the world. Honestly, I struggle so much with it. It's so mundane. Like, it's a good dung. So hats off to
Are you talking about treadmill running or real life?
any running. Any running. I mean, I guess if you've got that mental mindset where it's you against the road, I guess that's kind of like the appeal.
I don't know how you do it, but it's me against me when I'm running.
It's kind of the curve, isn't it? It's like, oh, let's do this. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Goes full
oh, there's
circle.
the finish.
Yeah.
It's that feeling when you get over like when you do the races, when you get over the line and you're like, wow, that's really good. Let's go and do it again. And then you do it again and you're like,
why am I doing
yeah,
this again?
why?
A circular
Yeah,
thought process
yeah.
every time. Come back
Absolutely.
round. Are you the sort of runner who runs with music, or do you take in what's around you?
See, I like to run with music, and it used to really help. But then they banned them in some of the races because they were using the noise cancelling ones and they couldn't hear what was going on. So I since then I haven't run with them, but noticing the last couple of races I've done, they're back in, and I was like, what's the rules now? Sure, you can do it if it's closed. And I was like, oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So I can go back to music and stuff.
It's just a selfish question. In the London Marathon, am I allowed my headphones?
I check.
Because I've got those
I
bone
didn't thought
conducting
so.
ones.
You
not
you can
ones.
use those.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, I struggle with
thank
those.
goodness.
I struggle with those, as long as you can hear what's going on.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I realised today I have to update my playlist. I've had the same playlist for months.
Run the jewels, man. Get the run the jewels in your
That's
ears.
where the armpit. That's where the
Run the jewels first. Run the jewels first.
Is that a song? Okay, I'll get it.
I'll send it to you.
Good.
Yeah, that's where the Les Mills comes in because they're RPM. Bum bum bum.
Yeah.
You've heard of Killer Mike, right? He did work with Outkast.
I've heard of Outcast, yes.
Yeah, well, him and LP got to... Oh, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about like what you have to do to take part in the London. How does it work when it comes to charities? Finding a charity run for what you got to do for the charity. Is there like a threshold for like how much you raise before you can take part? How does that work?
Basically, if you for the overall race, you've got a ballot. So you've probably got about 550,000, trying to get into about 50,000 places. So 10 years, I haven't got in the ballot. So 6 years ago, I did it for a charity called Get Kids Going. And then this year again, they were advertising for Whizz Kidz for charity places. So applied and they went, yep, come on board.
What is Whizz Kidz?
Whizz Kidz is a charity that provides wheelchairs for children. And it's lets them sort of be who they want to be, really. It gives them the freedom and the independence that they can go out and do what they want to rather than sort of being stuck in...
See, I don't know whether this is a naive school of thought, but I'd assume if a child needs a wheelchair, they get one.
You'd think so, but it's I think it's about £2,000 per wheelchair, or if it's like a specialist, they want to go on and do, say, athletics, or they want to do a specialist
A walking frame.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just gives them their independence back, and you know, I know through injury and through my head, and sometimes you feel trapped in your body, and how that would be to live with and not be able to. So it's just a really good opportunity to sort of give back to, or to raise money to help.
Great.
Kids give back.
Oh, that is really, really good. You know, there's There is a charity for everything, isn't there? But that, I think it's good that we can do that, though. It's good that we can give back in whatever way for whatever part of society that need to be take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And children, of course, are right up there, aren't they?
I mean, like you say, you think the same with the threshold. Our threshold's £2,000, so we have to raise £2,000 to run for the charity. So that's
and you have been everywhere. We saw you at Kids Fest. I saw you doing was it a cake sale or something at the quarry?
We have got another one coming up, which is really cool.
Because Timmy goes to swimming at the quarry, so I saw one of your representatives there at the quarry.
I was there.
Was I? Were you there when I was there? I didn't see you.
No, I was there on the Monday.
You were accusing Kate of not being on the ground.
Yeah.
I left my royal helper at Kids Fest, bless her. She was there for 2 solid days. But yeah, I was there on the Monday, and I think they were selling again on the Tuesday. We raised about £215 in total there, just on cakes.
Wow.
So we've got another one coming up on the 11th of April, I think. So more amazing cakes. The team there are amazing.
Who are making the cakes?
There's Tracy and Jill, the receptionists, and then there's a few of the other staff.
So you're getting everyone involved.
They're brilliant. They
Brilliant.
make the best cakes ever, and I've got to this time as well.
Yeah.
I got Kids Fest last time, so I couldn't do it. But I've got it. And then so the lovely ladies there are running that, and then we've got a afternoon tea at the Riverview Cafe in the parade.
Oh, great place. I'm pretty sure they remember exactly how I have my coffee. Because they were the first people that were mortified, because we used to have the studio in the parade.
Yeah.
We used to have a studio there.
I remember that.
So I used to go and get coffee and take it back to the studio an awful lot. So if you listen at the coffee shop there, hi. But I'd have a black Americano, and I'd take out my fruit shoot bottle, and I would pour my what looks like fruit shoot into my coffee. It's not. It's my sugar-free syrup, which I've mentioned a few times. And they were like, "What are you doing?" Oh yeah, we went for a coffee, didn't we? And I did the same thing to you.
But no, that's on the 30th of April. But their afternoon teas are amazing now. I mean, massive thanks to Rebecca and Beth for hosting that for us. So there's
wonderful
limited spaces on there, but it's really cool.
And it's worth mentioning as well. You work closely with Beth Heath and the guys from Shropshire Festivals. They've
been great with us this year. So
yeah,
really, yeah.
How did you guys do at Kids Fest? Did you get a lot of interest in that?
We got a bit. It was a lot of passing trade, but it was getting the name out there really, and that was the main thing. And so Beth and the team were really cool. So
yeah, they're great. I was so sad I couldn't go to Business Fest because it's a great opportunity for us to meet new people and to network with people. But my work, because there's only like 3 people in my department at work, they couldn't find cover for me to have it off. So, and with me working nights, I was like, I'd worked a Monday night, gone on the Tuesday, and then had another night shift on the Tuesday to do. So it's just not possible. It's not possible.
Oh, yeah.
That's not Arsene Wenger. It's not possible. No.
Yeah.
Really, what's that? Sleep.
And Marcus, who we've just spoken to, whose podcast you will listen to here in a couple of weeks, he was there too. There's lots of great people that I could have had really great conversations with. But it's one of those things. Anyway, Whizz Kidz. What have their reception been like to you? Have you had much communication with them as a charity?
Well, they're sort of based in London. They haven't really got any representatives up here, but their communication's been really good. We've had training plans through. We've had invitations to sort of VIP Q&A sessions and things down in London and stuff. But so unfortunately, because it's quite a distance down there, we haven't been. But
not easy just to nip.
No, but they
nip it out to London, love. Be back in a bit.
It'll be all right. But yeah, they've been really good and really supportive, and sort of the information they've sent through has been really good. So I think there's a team of, I'm not sure how many are in the team. There's quite a few. Yeah. But so look out for all the Whizz Kidz vests. And you're running for Ovacome, right? I'm running for Ovacome. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting stuff, man. Because you don't. There's like it's okay. So there's like a 2-pronged approach to a London marathon, right? So like you're challenging yourself. I am, yeah. And you're running for a charity that you believe in as well. So there's like, does the pressure of doing well for the charity spur you on to do better in the running? No.
Or does that add pressure on you? Does it make it harder?
To be honest, it's raising the money's the worse than doing the marathon.
Raising the money.
It's the worst part possible.
So you've got your threshold that you need to meet. I had my threshold, and I put on an event last week, and I raised more than what I needed to, which I'm thrilled with. So anything extra I do now is just a bonus for the charity. The London Marathon, I just want to finish it and get my own time. I'm not gonna.
By the way, well done for your disco.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. We went
fun,
to a disco. It wasn't 70s themed, was it? It was just disco.
No,
disco.
The theme was optional fancy dress of disco attire from any era.
And I went casual Alex Whiteley. That's what I went as because I had nothing else to. I'm like transitioning between clothes at the moment, so I was like, that doesn't fit. That's too big. Got nothing to. So
there was a range of outfits.
Your brother looked amazing.
But both of my brothers, two brothers were dressed up.
Oh yeah, because they were amazing. They're fantastic.
He can do 50s. He can do 50s and 60s.
Yeah, I can. I can do. Yeah. I do like dress up, but it's better when you can fit into clothes. Then that's the goal.
Understood.
That's the goal. But you raised. How much did you raise?
I deposited into Ovacome's fundraising thing yesterday £3,300.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Well done.
It was good. It was nice.
Help me.
It was. We will sort it. I did have a very nice team of dedicated friends and family who I don't think they realised how much I was going to be like, Cooey, excuse me, can you just...
I've heard that, yeah.
What are you doing? Sitting down? No, I need you over here.
By the way, I didn't just tee this up to be like, and how much did you make?
Yeah, please don't.
How are you doing?
No, but you've got an event coming up. Tell us about that.
We have the 13th of May, Shrewsbury High School. We have the fantastic Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels.
I went to that school.
You did. They are an amazing band, and they very kindly agreed to do like an in conversation with. That's something they've not done before, and they're a little bit.
Do you remember when you used to have like an evening with Westlife or something on TV, and they'd show up, they'd sing a little bit, they'd do a few interviews.
They're doing
so they're going to be singing a bit.
They're going to be chatting a bit. So we're looking for. We've sort of got a list of questions.
Yeah, we're working on it. We've got plenty of time.
And then they're going to do like a Q&A with the audience as well. So
how many?
Hosted by.
Who was that again? What's his name?
By Alex Whiteley. Yeah, we're going to be there. Hopefully, the 13th.
Has he not told you about that one yet?
I think we have mentioned it. We've got a time tree calendar, and I must do it at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I hope. Do you get notifications when I'm putting stuff into it?
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but I get notifications from a million apps, and I don't.
Yeah, but I do like 4 or 5 things at night, like where I'm like, this is going here, this is good. So like at 2 o'clock in the morning, your phone must be going ding, 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 ding.
Oh, it's always on silent. Don't worry
mine's
about
on
that.
silent.
Yeah,
that's okay then. That's fair enough.
So how many tickets? How many people can this venue hold?
We've got 200 tickets on sale.
Yeah.
So the tickets are £10 each.
Which is super cheap.
It's a bargain.
We've
charged more for my disco.
We've got a bar and a raffle going. We're doing our own bar, so everything we make, including the ticket sales, is going to the charity.
Yeah.
So the more tickets we sell, the more money we'll make to...
What about bar? Profit from that?
Profit from the bar. We've brought our own bar in, so anything we sell off that. And a raffle. Hopefully we've got a few of the local companies on the go again. That's been delegated, so I'm hoping that's going well. But yeah, I say it'd be a really good night, and it is a one-off, so it's something you probably won't see again.
Yeah.
But it'd just be really good to sort of.
It sounds
they're
wicked.
Really good.
It's a brilliant idea.
And if anybody can help me with, we need to find a way to record. Because we're doing the Q&A on stage. I want to do it so people can hear it and so we can record it too. So if anybody's got any equipment I can borrow to do that. Because you sent me a picture of the equipment that you're using. I need to line that out into a mixer and then into my laptop or some way of just recording that, because we're going to put them on the spot and we're going to answer some cool questions on stage. And actually,
what's going on.
Now's a great opportunity to ask, if you're listening to this and you've heard the Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels play, because Paul is quite a scamp on stage, isn't he?
He is a bit.
Yeah, he's a bit of a scamp. He gets the crowd going. If there's any questions you'd like me to ask them in person on stage, send them to us on Facebook or email them.
So they can't see them. What do you want?
Yeah, email them to me, Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast@gmail.com. If you'd like me to ask them any questions, send them to
He's
me.
probably sitting listening to this going, your age.
Right, wait, the Q&A is cancelled, all right? Keep them clean, though, guys. Keep them clean. Wink, wink. Why the Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels? Why did you choose them out of the many great bands that we got in Shropshire?
They're just an amazing band. I followed them for a long time. So the last couple of years, I sort of plucked up the courage to go and say hi, and they played at my 40th, and they're just...
Yeah, we were there. We were at your birthday,
You
weren't we?
were, very
Yeah.
so you can do 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And they're just great. It's a great sound, great on stage, just really genuinely nice lads. So.
Timmy is probably one of their biggest fans.
He's not as big as me. No.
He's just come in.
I was
Timmy.
gonna say, where's
Hey,
John?
Timmy. So, we've seen them a few times, the Rockin' Scoundrels. Timmy!
Yeah, I think Stalker's been used a few times. But, but no, it's just you're going to have a good night, so that's my happy place.
So, guys, the 13th of May, we'll put a link on our Facebook as well. It's a cheap event. Tenner is just nothing, is it?
Yeah.
That is
And I say
very
that it's the school have donated the venue as well, so big shout out to them. Really, it's something they've not done an external event for. They do their own events, but they're trusting us with the external event. So.
Well, hopefully this show can sell you a few tickets. Please, guys, if you're listening to this, buy a ticket. You'll see us
Won't see
there.
it again.
How do you buy tickets?
You can scan the QR code on any posters you see around town.
Yeah.
Or there's the link to eventbrite.co.uk. I think it's something like, if you search Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels, or it's an evening with Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels.com. Or it's not on my Facebook. Yeah, we'll put the link on.
I'll put the link on the Facebook page, but go to Eventbrite.
Just search it.
And the Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels, we'll get the link on there as well. Buy a ticket. You'll see us there. I'll be there with a microphone as well. When I'm not on stage, I'll be speaking to people.
Cheap bar.
Cheap bar.
Cheap
There we
bar.
go. Get a babysitter. Treat yourself to a great night out.
It is 18 and over, and that's purely for the venue. So it's hopefully not because of the content, but
Wow. Beekeeper, the things family friendly here at Shrewsbury Biscuit. So we'll have to. So back to the marathon, because I'm getting into the psyche of someone's about to run, because you did the half marathon.
Yeah, I hated it.
Can you take us through the process of, first of all, the night before? I mean, I know you were with me the night before. Alex McCarthy's thing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we were. Yeah.
So when you're thinking, oh, I've got to do a half marathon tomorrow.
So I was thrilled that I was with you the night before. If I wasn't with you, I would have made other plans to be busy.
Just to keep your mind.
Because otherwise I'd have sat there and
you sleep?
Yeah, I slept.
Yeah.
Alex, I don't let these things whirl in my head. Come on.
I'd be
Which
up
did
all
you do?
night.
You know
Which
this
one was it?
about me. Wrexham.
Oh, okay.
It was the last one that apparently Wrexham are doing. Yeah, no, I don't let my head.
Because so many people are trying to run out of Wrexham. They're like, we can't let any more out.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I grew up in Wrexham. I'm allowed to say that. All right, don't get it all up in my grill. So the night before, you slept like a baby.
I slept fine. I slept as I normally do.
And you're preparing for the half marathon. Maybe you're at the starting line. There's loads of people there.
Well, do you know what? So I had some friends coming to cheer me on, and I couldn't get a parking space. I went into one car park and they were like, it's full, go to the next one. So I went to the next one and they were like, yeah, come in. I drove around, it was full. So I drove out and they were like, go over there, the overspill. I was like, okay. So I drove, and I must have just missed the last parking space in everyone. But my friends had already got there. So I took their parking space and because I needed to get to the start, and they dropped me off at the start and they went and found some sort of side street somewhere and parked. So I was very grateful that they were there for that. And then I was doing stretches. I went and got my number, to pin it on my chest. And then my brother, who's very athletic, he does like, they've got ultra runs.
He did the Peaks run, didn't he? Did he do the
Oh, that's a different brother.
Oh, right, okay. Got to keep up.
We all like these
I'm the
little
same. My
challenges.
brothers are scattered across.
Yeah, so my brother Luke did the 3 peaks and cycled between them. My brother Reuben does things like the Longmynd hike, but he'll run it, so he'll do it in like 10 hours or something silly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really intense.
Can you run for 10 hours?
Honestly, and afterwards,
Running for half an hour feels like 10 hours for me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so bored.
to see them afterwards, I'm like, you're still all right.
You're still
You're here
standing.
with us? Wow, impressive. But he rung me and he was like, Vez, just remember, to take it steady. Go for the first half. Don't push too hard. Take it steady. Take your time. Find a pacer. Stick with the pacer. And if you've got anything in the tank after that halfway point, then go for it. Ramp it up a little bit. And I was like, absolutely, yeah, no problem. I've got this. But then race conditions, I got so excited. I just started flying. I got my 10K PB.
See you later.
I was like, this is easy. I don't know what he's on about.
You've got
This is
10K
great.
to go yet.
I hadn't considered that. I just thought, oh, look, brilliant. I'm a runner. Look at me go. I got to like mile 7 and I was calling my friend going, how'd you get rid of a stitch? I don't know how to get rid of it. It's stuck with me. And then mile 8, I was like, oh, my hips have just aged 60 years and I can't get them to work anymore. So I really struggled. For the last 2 miles, I generally didn't know how I was going to finish it because the furthest I'd run before that point was 11 miles for my training, and this was obviously 13.1 or something, or 0.2, I'm not sure. But I thought I'd call my family because I started thinking about my sister. So I'm running for Ovacome, which is a UK charity that helps support people with ovarian cancer. I lost my sister to ovarian cancer last year. So mile 11, 12, those last couple of miles, I started getting really emotional. And then I started thinking about my sister and then I couldn't breathe. So I was an absolute wreck. And I started crying because I felt so much in pain. I was thinking about my sister. I couldn't breathe properly because when I think about her, my throat restricts, which sat here right now is fine. But when I'm trying to run, I can't breathe. So I thought I need to call some people to help support me. So I called around some of my family. None of them answered, presumably because they hate me. I can't think of another reason why they wouldn't answer. Then I called my brother Adam, and he was driving with his girls in the car, my 2 nieces. And I was like, oh, have you got the girls with you? Can they help distract me? Can they sing to me or something? And I put them on the spot. They didn't know what to do. But then they started singing Let It Go from Frozen. Oh. So I was running with my little bone conducting headphones. So I wasn't holding a phone, but I was speaking to them, running, trying to breathe, in between crying and gasping, while singing Let It Go from Frozen with my nieces. I must have looked an absolute state. I felt a state. I must have looked a state.
That's normal for me.
But I told my brother, I said, I'm feeling really emotional. I can't breathe and I'm really struggling. And I'm thinking about Max. And he went, oh, Maxine would be so proud of you. I was like, you have not got the memo. I'm trying to distract myself. And that hasn't happened. Oh, but yeah, I finished in a decent time, really. I think I did it in 2 hours and 8. So I was quite thrilled with that. But it almost wrote me off.
I'd have finished it in 2 days and 8. But
I was when I finished, my friends were there. They were really proud, and they laid out a picnic blanket. I got straight on the ground and started stretching because I was like, I think my body's broken. I don't know how I'm ever going to move again. And a guy who'd just finished it looked like he'd just walked 10 metres. He was with his kid, and this kid was going, why is she on the ground? Because everyone else was just so cool, and they just walked away from it. And I actually broke.
We did the Great North Run, and the last one, I think it's what should have been the 40th in 2020, ran in 2021, but because of the restrictions with COVID, you couldn't go to South Shields because there was only one station to come back, and it was overcrowding, and you couldn't. So they literally went down the dual carriageway and back. So the elites and all the good runners were coming back as we were heading down to the start.
And they were
like, yeah, it was like, you've just done 13 miles and you're looking like we're going to the start.
Like do a little U-turn and join them and going, I'm with those guys, I'm finishing.
I couldn't get the medal, that's the trouble. The medals were too far down.
Do you remember that guy that won a marathon, but he only signed up to do the half marathon, so they disqualified him?
Oh.
There was a big story last year.
Way.
He took a wrong turn. So instead of doing the half marathon,
that was down the motorway, wasn't it? Or something.
He took the wrong turn. He did the full marathon, I think, and he won it. And then they took his trophy off him because they were like, "Well, you only signed up to do the half marathon." But
that's brutal.
I'm going to find him.
To be fair, though, if you were in that race and you came second in the marathon, you'd be like, "Excuse me, he's a cheater. He's just disqualify him."
Well, I got my PB around Shrewsbury, and I broke my ankle halfway around.
Oh, you're joking.
No.
How did you manage that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you've done the Shrewsbury one, but...
I signed up for it the other day, so I'll be doing it in October for some silly reason.
Okay, then I won't tell you which one it was. It's
No,
where
I
you
need the warning. Where is it?
No, it was nothing to do with that. It was going fine. You come up Ellesmere Road and it's really sort of quite a long pull. And then you turn down by Audi and go off Beaumont Road and then turn across. So anyway, joined back onto the Baschurch Road and I just went round the corner and I was like, that was a bit uncomfortable. What's that? Carried on. So got my PB, got bullied into going to hospital and broke a bone in the middle of my ankle.
You're joking. No. And you finished the race
Finished the race.
with a bit of discomfort.
That's what it was.
That's insane.
When I broke my ankle playing football, I scored a hat trick afterwards. And we went home. My wife's here; she can attest. We went home, and then in the middle of the night, I sat bolt up. I was like, "Ah!" My leg just sort of like.
Someone just stabbed my ankle.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Get him.
Pain. You had to go to hospital, and my ankle just went up like
Just suddenly start to swell.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's not quite right.
I've only broken one bone and it was my ankle, and I knew immediately that it wasn't right. How have you two carried on?
I scored a hat trick too. That was when I was fit, though. I could do stuff like that. But this chap here, it was the Bristol Half Marathon, and it took place alongside the Bristol 10K. And his name is Omar Ahmed, and he originally signed up to do the 10K, but ended up accidentally running and winning the half marathon in just 63 minutes.
How did he not notice he was doing more than 10K?
He must have been like, this is a really long...
Bit of a breeze in the park,
But they disqualified him because he only signed up to do
Half
that.
marathon.
That's mean.
That's 13 miles in 63 minutes.
I'm not going to call his name out. He's like, he goes, rules are rules. And in this case, they say we have to disqualify Omar. We salute his performance, and he has been invited to take part in next week's Great Manchester Run as an elite athlete. That's so bad, isn't it?
Also, the elite athletes don't get much under an hour, do they? Jesus.
Is that like a 5-minute mile?
Yeah.
Consistent pace?
Yeah.
Just under.
To be fair, if I was that fit enough to get it done as quick as possible because it's so boring, I would probably do it, honestly. There's not a podcast or a song in the world that could get me through.
So that's
a
what's
marathon.
unique about London is that it's the atmosphere, and because
That
it's
would
what
get
it
me
is,
through it. That would help me, I
You've
think.
got people all around the coast. It's a bit slow around Docklands and around
Signing up next year.
Run, fat boy, run. You know the guy that follows him on the moped and hits him with a spatula on his bottom. Like, I'd need something like that. That's one of my
donut in front of you now.
That's one of my favourite films of all time. Run, Fat Boy, Run.
It's a
Simon
good film.
Pegg is great.
Yeah.
If somebody was listening to this and they were like, and they're struggling to try and get into the London Marathon and they need a bit of advice, a bit of a push in the right direction, what would you say to them?
Just keep going. If you want to do it, there's always a way to do it. Like I say, I've done it through charity twice now. They're always on the lookout. Just keep entering and just keep going. If you really want to do it, there's always ways around to doing it.
I think you hear of people who try for the ballot and they try.
Yeah.
I don't know what your experience is, but every charity I've applied to run for has accepted and the first, because I wanted to run it last year, but I put my back out, so I was just being ridiculous really, but I wanted to challenge myself. I applied for 5 charity places and got offered them all. And I thought, why do people say it's so hard to get in?
It's
But
raising the money, isn't it?
I was just going to say, it's that
the whole
commitment.
fundraising.
It's the additional, you've got to fundraise. But if you come up with a good idea, or even your cake sales, they're relatively...
You just keep chipping away at it.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll always give you... I only found out I was doing this in January. So I've had, less than... you normally get, 8 months with the charity?
How did you only find out in January?
I don't know.
Were you a late applicant, or did
I think so,
were
yeah.
you
I
late
think it was
were they late in letting you know?
No, I think I was just applied a bit late and didn't quite realise it was only 4 months. And I was like,
What am
it's
I
a bit
doing?
of what am I doing? Oh, it's a great fun. But I've only had sort of pretty much half the time I had last time as well to do it. So we raised the 2,000 last time for the charity, so we'll do it again. And so because I was late, they'll keep extending it a little bit. And
Yeah,
keep
'cause
chipping away at it and
you
keep
get
going,
time
so-
afterwards as well to get in those last little.
And I think with this
and
event
bobs.
being after as well, it's something to look forward to. It's something to go. Well,
Oh, hang on. I've only just realised that because I was thinking May.
It's
It's after the event, yeah.
Yeah, so it's something to go, right, I've done it now, come on, help me out here.
I've done it, support me.
Yeah, this is my time to celebrate.
Give me the well done, please.
Absolutely.
Love me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's not many, like I said, everything from the tickets goes to the charity, so
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no better way to donate than buying a ticket. And there's something back in return.
I was going to say, I always think it's nice to offer something in
yeah.
return because people will sponsor, people will
Yeah.
give donations.
But you don't- yeah.
if you're giving raffle tickets or
Yeah.
tickets for an experience, I
Yeah.
think that's a win-win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's, and it's,
And a lot of work goes into it. So well done for putting it together.
thank you.
I'm sure it'll be a success.
We'll do it, we'll get there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, please buy tickets.
Please buy tickets.
Please buy tickets.
They're very reasonable.
I'm trying to work out how much money a London Marathon raises. In all, if you could, it says here, in 2022, London Marathon runners have raised more than £37 million on the Just Giving platform since Sunday's event. So that's just on Just Giving.
From
So like they've collected it all by the looks of it and put it all into a pot. If they were going to add it all up,
yeah.
37 million on Just Giving. That's amazing.
Isn't it like
Not to it on my
80
Just Giving.
Yeah.
I've got a Just Giving page.
It says London Marathon runners. This is on a website called Civil Society. I just grabbed the first one I saw, to be honest. London Marathon runners have raised more than 37 million on the Just Giving platform since Sunday's event, with more donations set to come in. This represents a 43% year-on-year rise in donations through the platform, as last year saw around 25 million donated. I guess that was probably post-COVID, though, wasn't it? Yeah.
And when you think of the economy as well at the moment,
Yeah.
times are hard
So
anyway, aren't they?
every penny is
yeah,
well earned.
yeah.
That's since the event.
Yeah.
So that's not even taking into account everything that was
Raised
raised
yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah, and that's just Giving, and that's 2022. So I'd love to see how much things have changed this year because, like you said, there's a cost of living crisis, which is great because there's a really cheap event you guys can go to. It's only £10 a ticket to see one of the
Cheap bar.
It's a cheap bar as well. One of the best bands in Shropshire, in the Midlands, I'd say.
Absolutely.
The Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels. If you've never seen the Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels, I guarantee you're in for an amazing night. We were going to have them on the show today, but they've got a gig because they're so popular.
They're apparently busy.
Oh, they're busy. Yeah, very busy. We're on a group chat, but we will. They've been on interviews with me before at some festivals and stuff, but they're really hard to pin down because there's like 4 of them in the group. And they're all busy. They've got their own lives, and they're one of the biggest bands in the UK, in the Midlands. So
I'd
busy.
say UK.
Yeah, we'll go that far. We'll give you guys that one in the UK. They're massive. I gotta say, hats off to you for doing this because
Both.
yeah, Verity knows I love her though. But like you're my guest here on the show today, and I feel like you're doing something amazing, and you, Verity, and anybody else that wants to do something like this, torture yourself. Verity, what you just told me just sounded like one of the most brutal experiences.
It was horrific. It's no.
And you do double it this time.
If I hadn't have already signed on to the London Marathon and knew I had to do more, that without doubt would have been my last ever run ever. It was horrible.
I'm not going to lie, if you go over Tower Bridge and turn right, that's the worst part of it because there's hardly anybody down there and you really, really have to dig deep. When you come back to Tower Bridge, that's when it all starts.
And it's why I've already signed myself on to do the Shrewsbury Half Marathon in October because I didn't want to do the London Marathon and have the same experience and absolutely hate it. Are you? You can cheer me on, please.
I wish I could cross-train a marathon.
So I thought
that would be so much easier for me because there's no pressure on my ankle then. You know what I mean?
I think this is definitely going to be my last long one. I said last time I wasn't going to do it again. And
would you ever do a triathlon?
Yeah, I think so. I was about to say I'm a really weak swimmer, but I'm getting better at swimming.
So they've got these ones at the Sports Village now. They do run, bike, run. And I quite like the idea of that because that looks quite good. But
last time you did the London Marathon, what was it like afterwards? What was your recovery like?
about 3 months.
No.
No. Well, last time I was lucky enough to have the day after off, so we stayed down there until the Monday. So we took everything nice and slowly, and it was okay, bit stiff going down the tube, and I don't know if you're the same, but I get worse sort of towards middle of the week, and then
I'm anticipating that,
yeah. This time I've got to jump straight back on a train back up to Shropshire because I've got to start back at school on the Monday. So it's all going to be a bit of a rush to get the train. So it'll be by the time I've sat on the train for 3 hours coming back, it's going to be...
Do you guys know of lots of other people in Shrewsbury, Telford, whatever, Shropshire, that are running the marathon? There's lots of people going down there, do you know?
I know of
I know
a
a few,
handful, yeah.
Maybe it's worth doing a thread then when it is the London Marathon, to give you a bit of support, because I won't be there, is to put a thread on Facebook and share people's pictures and experiences and stuff, because that'd be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What's the date of the London Marathon again?
23rd of April, it is etched in my brain.
23rd of April.
Yeah.
I'll check my calendar. Can anybody just go down and just chill there and watch it?
I think so. I've got people coming down on the Sunday, so I'm
going on my own.
Are you?
I am.
Well, I'll share your
23rd.
picture and make sure they cheer for you as well.
So the 23rd of April is the Tasty Trail.
It is the
which
Tasty
we'll be
Trail,
covering.
yeah.
I thought there was something.
Yeah.
Because I asked you, didn't I? I
Tasty
Tasty
I really
Trail.
wanted to do that.
Because I said, oh yeah, they do like an 8-mile walk and they have like food
The
each.
same day as the marathon.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a blow. Which one shall I?
Yeah.
Well, I've already raised the money now.
Yeah, I've got to run it now.
Well, no,
Not necessarily.
I've ticked the
You
box.
should have
of
said,
raising the money.
I'll run it dressed as a giant bear or something and get somebody else to dress in the bear costume. You know what I mean? Like,
It was Big Ben the year I did it. It was they did the Guinness record for Big Ben, and they couldn't get under the finish because it was too tall.
Oh, dear.
That's funny. I think you're fantastic. I think you're fantastic too, Verity. Anybody that wants to do this kind of boring, torturous thing, by the way, I'm a fit person. I am now. I wasn't. I can do stuff, but running is just so well done for doing that.
I enjoy the challenge.
Yeah,
Do you?
it's definitely a challenge.
Yeah. I enjoy pushing myself.
Can you tell us about the why this charity, of all charities, why this charity, Whizz Kidz?
Like I said, it's just giving back. Really, it's for kids who want to progress. They want to fit in. They want to do what they want to do, and for one reason or another, they can't. And like I said, I know how I feel sometimes if I'm injured or trapped in my head or something. Imagine being like that 24/7. Just not being. It's just giving them the freedom and just the chance to progress and do what they want to do and just feel alive again. Really, just give them the opportunity to do what they want.
Amazing. So that's Whizz Kidz, guys. WHIZZ kids with a Z at the end. Make sure you check out the charity. It's whizz-kids.org.uk. Take a look. It does mean a lot to a lot of people. So if you can help donate towards Kate.
Just giving, but okay.
So you got a Just Giving, have you? Yeah.
Got a Just Giving, but say the best way to do it is through the tickets because say you get something really good back in return. So
come and have a great night out with Dirty Rockin. I'm going to keep pushing this. I'd love to see you guys there. If you have bought a ticket just on the strength of hearing it on this podcast, drop us a message, or if you'll see us there, come say hello because I'd love to know. I'd love to know how many tickets we sold for this.
Say hi.
Great event. You fancy
Special
it?
VIP experience.
Yeah, 13th. We'll be there.
Podcast experience.
My wife can't come.
No, she's out.
She's out.
I was going to say, I'm not going to.
You out.
She's out on the
Nice.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's already organised it. I was like, I've got this thing on the 13th. She's like, oh, it's busy. She's got a hen do, so she can't go.
And Timmy's not allowed.
And Timmy's not
I
allowed
did
to
try
come.
and fight his corner, but
Yeah,
allowed.
yeah.
18 and over.
Do you know what? Timmy had a really hard lesson to learn today, and it was so heartbreaking. I won't talk about particulars, but a teacher's leaving his school, and it's one of his favourite teachers. And when I was picking him up from school today, he came to me in absolute hysteric tears. Like you'd see a massive snot bubble and tears running down his face. He's like,
It went from really sweet to really gross.
I was just like,
Really
quick.
quickly.
he doesn't get like that very often. He's a very sweet kid, but he doesn't get like that very often. And I had to explain to him, like, in school and work and throughout your life, you have teachers come and go, friends come and go. It's one of those things you have to learn, but it's a heartbreaking lesson to learn, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Terrible thing. So when I go and wind him up in a second and I say, I'm going to go watch the Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels and you're not. My wife in the background like, oh.
That's me.
I would never.
You would.
On top of the day he's had, I think that would be terribly.
Yeah, it would be awful. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on the biscuit. I'm sorry things ran late as well with Marcus. I'm going to rush this podcast out. I'm going to get it out literally in 2 days, 3 days.
Let's get
on Monday. Get it out. Get the tickets bought, guys. It's going to be a great event.
Tickets.
And Verity, thank you so much for today.
Thank you so much.
You've done 2 podcasts in one night, so thank you. I really appreciate it.
No
and Kate, thank you so much for doing what you do.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, it's very good. Guys, if you're listening to this podcast for the first time, please give us a follow on social media. It really does help us, if you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and we're on TikTok too. Spend a bit of time now. Give us a like on everything. It really does help, that like. And I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. And we'll catch you guys next time. I can make which button is it? There we go. Peace out, guys.